What's up, loves and dudes? Welcome back. So, this is not going to be about my pregnancy journey. It's going to be more of a little recap. So, as I'm looking back, I didn't have an easy pregnancy or an ideal, I guess. I didn't find out until I was 9 weeks in, and at first, I even struggled with whether I was ready to keep going. But life had other plans, and I realized this was meant to be. The months that followed were exhausting, but I had chest pains, acid reflux was really bad, caregiving for my dad, and feeling stuck in bed most of the time. I carried a lot of emotional weight. Insurance issues and financial stress at the birthing center made things even worse, but our midwife who supported me, she was the one that made everything worth it. She was an intern, but man, she was amazing. It wasn't perfect, but it was real, and it led me here to the moment I finally got to meet my daughter. The moment I'm going to share with you guys, because this is the vlog. This is that vlog. My experience, my birthing story. So if you guys are interested, then just keep watching. But wait, there's more. I'm just kidding. No, I did want to elaborate a little bit more on the financial department. They did make it such a hard time, and that's kind of when I wanted to talk just a little bit. I felt like, yes, I did go through the environment struggles and just emotional weight, but this financial department at the birthing center really made things so much more worse. I think that was the biggest weight on my shoulders because I really wanted to opt in for a birthing center, and that's the only one that my insurance was able and willing to create a contract plan for me to be able to deliver there. I wasn't opposed but to a hospital, but I really, really wanted a birthing center, and that was literally the only one. And they really made it that hard. I think I went in to the birthing center a month-ish before I actually delivered, and that was a huge stressor for me. So I did want to give a little context on that. They did help with payment plans, and even though they'd probably be like, oh well, yeah, well, we made things easier for you and to be able to deliver for us. But no, it's just the hassle and the way they went about it was just insane. But yeah, anyways, now to give you guys the birthing story. The day we went to visit the birthing center, there were 2 rooms. This was the first room, and it was called the trust room. I liked it. It was giving okay vibes. I liked the tub. It was really spacious and big, but for some reason it wasn't convincing us until we saw the other room. This was more secluded. It was in the corner, and of course it had a corner tub, so that was just incredible. But this was giving more vibes. It was kind of in a little nook, I guess, just with the idea of maybe another mom giving birth. I didn't want to be in the first room. I'd rather be somewhere far away. And this is the room that made it feel that way, and this was called the love room. So that's the room we went with. And well, now to begin, the day that started the contractions. Oh my goodness, or should I say the night? The night that started the contractions, I remember I wanted to eat dinner, spaghetti, Alfredo chicken, I think. And she spit that thing back out. She spit it out. She said, no, don't want it. But yeah, it was already night. I had so much trouble sleeping, and it was just, it was fun. So I was hungry, but I also was trying to sleep. Let's see. I did put aside some questions, and I'm gonna go ahead and just give you guys the answer while I share clips of my birthing experience. But that is when she started wanting to start coming, which was, I believe, the second April 2nd. Yep, because she was born on the 3rd. Yep. That night, she did not let mama go to sleep. Anyways, what were my expectations going into labor? Going into labor, I think I was, prior, I was expecting a lot of pain. I think the thing I feared the most was ripping down there and having to get stitched up. That was the biggest fear that I just chose not to dwell on. My affirmation board really came in handy, but yeah. And expecting, I thought I was gonna need my partner to be like sweet talking to me, letting me know how he feels about me, and just like hearing him talk. I thought that's what I was gonna need, um, just because that does release what is it called, oxytocin? Anyways, that helped open up your cervix. So that didn't happen. But what's the other question? My preparations that I did for birthing center versus a hospital birth. Well, first of all, I just really did not want to do a hospital birth. I felt like I was going to be a lot more stressed at the hospital, with all the nurses and doctors, telling me, just the idea of them telling me what to do, and like, oh, they've been helping so many women give birth, and not allowing me to do what felt right for me. That's the idea that bothered me a lot, which is why I just did not want to do a hospital birth. But the birthing center experience was just like incredible. The preparations that I did, well, just the bags for us, the chargers, the outfits, um our baby's first outfit. What else do we take? Munchies, even though literally I did not eat one thing ever since. I think the only thing I was having was like an Honest Kids juice, sipping on it, and that was towards the end. But I really didn't snack on anything, and he really didn't snack on anything either, as he was with me throughout the entire time. So, giving me little back massages and whatnot. Um, how else did we prepare? I feel like preparing also meant like me watching videos of what to expect, honestly, like how a kid comes out, and obviously that, but like just the science behind it, or the anatomy, or however you call it. But I felt like I needed to watch videos and positive birth stories, because family and just like close friends, I guess, tend to like give you like the worst possible images, and the worst case scenarios, and that wasn't doing good for my mental health. So I felt like I needed to go on the side and just do this research for myself. And I also wanted my partner to be in it with me, but I felt like a lot of that was just trying to end up at a birthing center, which is the biggest thing that I struggle that I struggled, as I mentioned earlier. Excuse my daughter, she's laughing at my son. Or like, I don't know, they're telepathically communicating with each other and she's laughing about it. But back to this. So yeah, that was the biggest thing I was stressing about. So honestly, the little preparations that I could do here and there, but the biggest was ending up at a birthing center, because that's where I wanted it to be. And I felt like I stressed about it literally the majority of my pregnancy, until like a month. That's when I stepped foot in the birthing center. Kind of sad, but that was that. And what's the next one? What actually happened the day of? So the day of, I started my contractions the night before. I kept in contact with my midwife, and I believe I even did a little bathtub at the house, because I just to kind of use the water to ease the contractions. They're not painful. It's just, if I'm being honest, it just feels like you're taking a big ass dump, like a human sized dump. So that's that. And you're just like, every contraction, the my midwife kind of told me to like wait until it's at peak, to really really use my energy and everything to, really like push at that point. But any contractions prior to that, to just, feel them in, feel them out, kind of did a lot of it was a lot of mental the day of, like, I didn't even need my partner to like talk to me at all. I just really appreciated his hands massaging my lower back and my hips. That was very helpful. But also the water was just an incredible thing on its own. But it was more mental, if I'm being honest. Like, I can literally stand here and say that natural birth did not hurt until after. So yeah, it's until after. I did not rip. They did put a lot of oil down there. um they helped me overcome that, and that was the result. But I did tear a little bit on one side. So the day of, they did leave me in the water for however long. They would literally just step in for just a little bit, make sure everything is good, I'm set, and they would step out of the room, and it was just us. It was just my mom, my partner, and me, just trying to, create that space and help my baby come out and open up my cervix for her. We were working together. So that's what happened the day of, until my midwife started coming in and checking how far I was. And I think she also mentioned that she kind of, wanted me to try poses outside of the tub. So whatever poses she recommended to do outside of the tub, and then come back in the water. That's kind of what that was like. As soon as I got there, to the birthing center, she said I was 6 centimeters dilated, I think, around there, if I'm not mistaken, or if I remember correctly. But yeah, my water had already broken on my way there, probably like 5 minutes before I got there, 5-8 minutes. And yeah, just started checking me. I started trying to ease on the contractions, but just being inside the water helped a ton. My goodness, it really did make a difference for me, at least. And yeah, I did take in her recommended poses outside of the tub. And that's what, started helping her, that eventually, you'll see later, she did not want to wait for me to get back in the water. So no, I did not have a water birth. um she came a little too soon while I was on the birthing stool. And let's see, what did you feel in the moment of birthing? I just felt like I needed to really to give it my last push so she can already come out, because I think she was also mentioning that maybe, doing these different poses would help, pave the way for her to come out, because maybe she was maybe stuck or something. And that completely made sense, which we didn't find out until after she came out, because she did have a little cone head, because she was a little bit stuck. But as I was giving birth, I don't know, I don't feel like you're really like into it. I want to say, like, throughout my whole, like, pushing experience and just the contractions and, waiting until she comes out, I feel like it was just all so mental, because I was just too in the zone. Like, I also remember this was probably from the previous question that I had to ask, what my expectations were going into labor. The crowning, because that's something that I heard a lot too, that it's like fire, and it's so painful. But that was not my experience. Like, I was so, maybe I don't know. I also had heard of like therapists, or hypnosis, and I feel like I was in my own hypnotized state of mind with the whole humming. I was like knocking to, help with the contractions. It does sound weird, but I mean, it is what it is. That helped me. Watching my affirmations board, and also I had this guided meditation in the background on loop, and that also helped so much. That's what made me be in this hypnotic state of mind that I honestly did not feel her crowning. I was just, all I knew is that I was pushing, and I didn't know if that was going to be the last push. I mean, my midwife was kind of like telling me that she's already there, that she's just about to come out, and I did not feel the crowning. That's just all I can say. That was not my experience. I didn't really feel pain until afterwards. So no, that's to say, like, my birthing was all natural. Didn't really have the epidural. I honestly didn't really need it. I just wasn't. I felt like my body was able to take this, and what I had more in my mind was me doing the work to, well, not doing the work, like letting my body do the work. That's the mentality that I was in, and just working as a team with my daughter. That was like the biggest factor, mentally speaking, that didn't I didn't really feel like I needed the epidural. And if I were to want to have baby number two, like, I think I'd feel the same. Like, I got this. I got this without the epidural. But how did it feel holding her? Oh my goodness. It just felt like, she's here and she's healthy, and it's just like, yes, like, I don't know, it was just like such a precious moment that I can't even put into words, or words won't even justify. I was just like, like, I don't know. As much as I try to, I don't think I'll be able to, like, actually explain how I felt holding her. I was just, she's here. Like, yes. I don't know. If you're a mom out there, how did you feel? Can you put it into words? Let me know in the comments below, please. But I can't. What surprised you the most about the experience? That exactly, that there was really no pain. Maybe being uncomfortable, because I'll tell you that when we were trying the different poses that the midwife recommended to kind of, like, speed up a little bit the process, or maybe if she's stuck, a different pose might help her, like, navigate through my cervix easier. But when we were at the birthing stool, I just didn't. I felt it uncomfortable, because it does feel like very much the contractions, like you're gonna take a dump, like the biggest dump of your life. So that's what it felt like, and sitting was just very uncomfortable. So I wouldn't say pain, it was just uncomfortable to be sitting down like that, and having a human-sized dump, trying to make its way out. But yeah, that's well, yeah, that's the part that surprised me, because other than the uncomfortness of being of pushing when you're just on a birthing stool, that's what made it uncomfortable. But like pain, I would say afterwards. How did this affect how I see myself as a mom? I didn't, if I'm being honest, even after the fact that I had her and she was home now, like, it didn't really click to me. Like, I didn't even cry. Like, a lot of mamas feel so emotional and they're there that when they see their baby they cry. I did not cry. I was just so grateful that she was there and that I had her. And it took me 2 days to, like, just see her, stare at her, and be in awe, and just, it took me 2 days to actually, like, cry and be so much more grateful that she was there. She was healthy. We did it. We were a team. We worked as a team. We did it. And yeah, I started tearing then. But how I see myself as a mom, I don't know. I still wouldn't be able to answer that. I never, I guess, because mentally speaking, at that time in my life, I just didn't really see myself as a mom yet, or like even close to being prepared to be a mom. So I didn't really, yeah, I was holding her and I went through all that experience, but I just still didn't really um I couldn't see myself as a mom. Yeah, every birthing experience or every birth story is unique, it's different, and it's beautiful all on its own. So please take that from this video, because I know we do hear a lot of birthing stories and people telling you what to do because they had so many kids, and yeah, like take advice and whatnot, but at the end of the day, never disconnect from yourself, from tuning in with you, what feels right for you, trusting yourself, whatever you decide to do, how you decide to go about it, but just trust that and know that uh, every birth story is unique, and at the end of the day, it's always going to be beautiful no matter what it looked like, no matter what. So just know that. And yeah, that was my experience. I would say that day of was wonderful. It was beautiful that despite the hurdles prior to this day, I am just beyond grateful that I ended up at a birthing center, pretty much. Long story short, I'm just very happy, very grateful that that was my birth story, and that that day just went far beyond than what I could even imagine was gonna go like. I remember my birth plan was also like, oh, let me do this and this and this and that. But the birthing center already does that for you, like, you know, the freedom of choice and just being on your own, kind of like if you were just literally on your own. The little, you know, the homey vibes and the just you and your partner kind of thing, because that's what it felt like. They would just step in when they were just checking, but and obviously after she's born to make sure she's a-okay, but that's that. If you guys have any further questions, you guys please drop them in the comments below. If there's anything in specific that you guys want to know regarding my either my pregnancy journey or my experience, or even after, I'll go ahead and do a little Q&A for you guys if there's enough. If there isn't, I'll just be answering your comments. But yeah, that was that. Such a beautiful thing.